Every single loan officer, mortgage broker should be creating content online, especially on YouTube, and then repurpose that on TikTok and Instagram. 90% of this industry works on referrals from realtors, right? And the reason realtors are successful and the people that you guys mostly chase are realtors who are actively doing lead gen. The reason why active lead gen usually is looked down upon in the mortgage space by MLOs is because it takes a long time to convert someone who is looking for such a big purchase just by whenever you get them as a new lead, right? If you are doing lead gen, like active lead gen as MLO, the leads that you're getting is more like in the initial phases of the home buying journey, so they need the nurture from the realtors. So as soon as you generate the leads, the first instinct should be like to give them to the best realtors possible, and that way you fuel the relationship. Lead gen for MLOs is not to convert loans, but more to fuel relationships, which can then become closed loans in 6 months, 8 months from now. But in the process, because you have generated these leads, instead of making the realtor work for these, what happens is like you can then ask, because law of reciprocity will work in your favor, because you have given them, now they will be giving you, near to close loans. Like people who are 80% into the journey, now they're about to move ahead and they need the loan approval process. That's when you get the referrals from the realtors, right? That's of course you guys know it. But the reason why content marketing is the most important thing that you should be focusing on is because most realtors are the best realtors have YouTube videos being uploaded, right? They are showing the listings that they have. The reason you are chasing them is because of the things that you're not doing, right? You are not doing content. You're not creating videos. You're not showing up on socials every single day. Both these industries are very formal, right? It's very lame to think that I'm different than them. They're looking for home buyers. You are looking for home buyers. They can help with the sales side. You can help with the pre-approval side. So you're more like back-end kind of person. And these two industries mixed together becomes the housing market, right? And if you look at it closely, then it's more like a business, right? It's as an individual business. In my business, for example, sometimes I'm the sales guy, sometimes I'm the acquisition guy, manager for that. Sometimes I'm the product guy. More often than not, I'm more like the acquisition guy. So that's the reason I have people in my team. For example, Jan is very much focused on the back end stuff. He's very much interested in making things possible and time to time. So the switch is always on and off, but both of these sides are important. And so in these two industries coming together, none of these industries can work all by itself. Like a realtor needs an MLO. An MLO will need a realtor. So an MLO, as an MLO, if your product is really good, there's a lot of products in the market, right? Then the USP that you can create is the leverage. The only way to create leverage is by doing what the people you are chasing are doing. And the people you are chasing, realtors, are actively lead generating. And in today's day and age, if you really think 10 years back, 20 years back, it could have been, it could have made sense because lead gen was not as simple, right? You need to actively go and build reputation, go into events, and actively day and night make sure that you are focusing on your lead gen. But in today's day and age, you can just invest 30 minutes every single day, and that can be uploaded on these social platforms, which can create distribution in your favor. Even when you're not working on this actively, like the rest 23.5 hours of your day, it's working in your favor. Just like a realtor is getting business, the realtor is going and chasing home buyers. These algorithms are looking for people who can be a right fit for your business. It doesn't make any sense to ignore this fact. A lot of people who start this process and they only get 5 views, 10 views, and they're like, what, I just got 10 views, and they get disappointed because you're comparing it to someone with 100,000 subscribers or something. Their goal is to gain subscribers so that they can do brand deals and promote stuff. Your job is to promote your own business, and your own business has at least 5 to 10 products, and that's the only things that you need to promote. That's it. And if you can just find 100 people in the entire year, 365 days, 100 people who are willing to work with you, and only 60 of them converts to an actual loan, you really don't need more than maybe 300, 500, maybe max 1,000 people who actually puts 5 to 10 minutes on a regular basis to consume your content. And you just need to increase trust with those 1,000 people in your area. And the social algorithms are actually doing this distribution in your favor, even when you are not actively working on it, right? For example, the last video that I uploaded was about my experience, what I see when loan officers are complaining about the market being bad. In the same market, people are doing 5 times what they are doing, right? And that is a mindset, character trait, and things that the others top 10% do. And I just shared that with no editing, just a simple one, and it's already getting like 18 views, right? And these 18 views, if you look at it as views, it's a very egoistic way to look at it, because these are like 18 people who have spent there at least 1 or 2 minutes of their life that they will never get back. So if you really want to build the leverage, which you need to, if otherwise you'll always end up chasing realtors. Even after 25 years in this industry, I spoke with someone from after 25 in this industry, his only regret was, I wish I connected with more realtors. It's difficult to connect with more realtors because everyone is chasing them and you can't stand out. So what happens is you either have to be insanely good at persuading, which most people don't put a lot of time into, because if you do put a lot of time, then you can't do that. It's very easy. Like I feel like, networking is such an easy task in today's day and age, especially with the internet and stuff like that. You can just build a specific, a bit amount of leverage and then use that to attract them towards you. And you will have a reason to, even when you're calling them, pitching the generic services, which has to be there, like, good product, I do a good service. That's like the basic stuff, right? But if you have something else on top of it, which can be beneficial to them, that's the basis of persuasion. The basis of persuasion is, do you have something that can benefit me? And then I can give 2 minutes of my time. And when you invest into lead generation, targeting home buyers, this is the exact same market that they will need to grow their business as well. And so what happens is, if you invest, like, let's say, in 4 months of a service where you are actually constantly putting videos, right, targeting home buyers, then you can reach out to them, call them up and say, hey, you know what, I am investing into this, where we have already generated 3 to 4 leads from organic leads. Now I'm already having conversations with them. So what I wanted to do is, like, reach out to more realtors, at least like 20, 30 more realtors in the area or in the state, just so that, if I find anyone in your area, I can refer them to you, right? And this is what I'm investing into. So I would like to have a conversation and introduce you to my audience, right? And then that's what I would like to propose. Is it a bad idea for you to at least have a call with me, and we can see if there's something that we can do along those lines, right? This is very different from if you call them up and say, hey, I'm a mortgage broker, I'm a loan officer here, and I wanted to reach out and see, like, if we can do business together. You can send me business, I can do a quick pre-approval. That's the basic part. That's obvious, right? On top of it, what more can you do? Also, you can give, like, AI chatbots, right, which can convert cold audience and qualify them and get them booked into an appointment for the realtors. That can be that can be a very big value proposition along with what you're doing. So in this way, you can really connect with a lot of realtors in no time. In no time, you can connect with a lot of realtors. And if you do this, then, like, even in a bad market or whatever the situation is, it's always going to be in your favor, right? You will at least have the control. Imagine that you have 20 referrals and you are closing 3 loans every single month because the market is the worst that it can ever be. But still you're getting 3 loans, that's $300,000 average. If you can get 60 referrals every single month in the worst market, don't you think you can easily get to 9, like 3 times what you are doing? Just increasing the chance literally is going to be possibly doubling or tripling your business, right? So the only way to do that is by doing more networking. Instead of driving like 30 minutes and then speaking with one person and then coming back 30 minutes, which is the old way. Like, do it, like, always. Whatever is working, it's working for a reason, but that doesn't mean that new things cannot be adopted as well. If you're not leveraging the technologies that's available for you, right, the tools that is at your disposal, then I'm not sure that it's the wisest decision possible, right? Just leverage social media and then connect with more realtors further from your area of influence. And then you actually have to have a Zoom call instead of going and driving 2 hours, 3 hours and then meeting them. In that case, what happens, you can save more time, you can connect with more people, and then build like virtual connections. My teammate Jan is in Denmark. I'm in India. We have never met. But the amount of connection that we have, like the trust that is there, the amount of, I can literally, collect payments in his account because I trust him that he will be sending it to me on time, every time. And the amount of times we have, struggled with any mental issues or some financial problems, and we have like conversations, he's more like a brother to me. So if that is the connection that is possible from without like meeting someone, then it's purely a belief issue that you believe that, okay, I need to actually go and meet someone in person and ask for a coffee date. Like if you don't stand out and you just keep doing whatever has been working for you and everyone is doing it now, it's very saturated. If you don't stand out, then you will not be able to have the leverage to actually do the stuff and get the things that others are not getting, if you don't do stuff that others are not willing to do.